Hey everybody, I am back with another celebrity. Yeah, celebrity. I think I'm saying that right. Joe Biden. We're going to look into his energies, see what type of president we can expect. What can we expect out of Joe Biden? What can we expect? I'll tell you one thing. You just don't know what you're getting until you're in it, because there's so much sadness across the board. I don't know what that's about, but it's a sadness. I got this Three of Cups in reverse. I got this Ten of Cups in reverse. It's a lot of sadness. Why is there so much sadness around him? I don't know. I'm gonna try to find out. Just want to get some angel messages right now. Don't stop. Wow. That's a big one. Don't stop. His angel messages is don't stop. Don't stop. Which means that he's doing something right. Because whatever that righteous part and right part is, it's been advised for him to keep repeating it. Like, stay in the pocket. Stay in the pocket. Stay right there. Don't stop. Don't stop that. What is that? Don't stop that. That certain thing. Don't stop. He's being promoted. He's being cheered on to not stop. Wow. Don't stop offering. Don't stop giving. Is that stimulus? Don't stop offering. Don't stop giving. That's what we got so far. Don't stop offering. Don't stop giving yourself. Don't stop. Yeah, don't stop offering. Don't stop giving. Don't fight with the situation. Yeah. Don't stay stuck in your mind. Don't stay trapped. Stay in your purpose. Stay in your destiny. Look at the options. Create what needs to be created. Healing. Okay? So regardless of what we think, he's been encouraged to continue to make us feel better. He has a power of healing right now. Healing, comfort. He's able to create more peace, more comfort, more hope. Don't stop offering hope. Stay in the pocket. I just heard poor in spirit. Poor in spirit. So that's what he do have about him that must be accepted. He's able to heal the brokenhearted. He's able to help the brokenhearted have hope. Lifter. He lifts. He exhorts. He's able to minister. He's able to inspire belief and hope. But he got to stay in the pocket. He got to stay in his soul. He got to stay in his purpose. He got to stay in to be able to do it. So that's the advice that he has. It's almost like Spirit is saying, hey, don't stop your gift. You got to stay right here in the pocket. You got to stay right here. You are able to help people heal. You are able to help people have hope and belief and to care again and to be inspired to try again. You can take the poor spirit and make them feel rich. Stay in the pocket. Stay right there. Yeah. Beautiful gift. But what can we expect with him as the president? And we have burdens after burdens after burdens after burdens coming in with him and experiencing them during his term. Full of heaviness, baggage, weight, hindrance, burdens. We can expect that. And we also can understand and expect that it's going to be taken care of. The burdens have already been figured out, and truth will come in, clarity will come in. We can expect that these burdens are going to be what? Taken care of. We got to find out how, though. Got to find out how. But we know that we have burdens. I'm talking about it as a whole. Because as an individual, I have no burdens. Because I make decisions. See that? I don't have burdens. I make decisions. I make choices. When things arrive in my circle or near my circle, I make decisions. I bang back, I move forward, or I cut. I make decisions. I create resolve. I create solutions. I don't have burdens. I don't have problems. I have situations that need to be dissected and understood, and a decision needs to be made. We don't do no problems. And if anybody has some problems, you need to be joining one of my workshops or you get your 30-minute counseling session. So, in his presidency term, we can expect burdens, okay, as a whole. We can also expect that those things will be figured out and taken care of. And that's law. Yeah. That's for a fact. It came up and just said, period. Let's see what that means. What type of burdens? Let's dig into that a pinch more. Yeah. It's even being advised again. It'll be released. The burdens is going to be released. Is this the things that's being experienced in Trump's term that he's speaking about? I don't know. But these burdens will be released. I have the Four of Pentacles here, ready to let go and release everything. Yeah. It's like a clarification. Yep, those burdens. Yep, that burden. Those burdens. The burdens from before, the burdens now, all those things will be released. You won't deal with that. And you'll have the opportunity to let those burdens go. You'll be standing up a little bit straighter. Because I have figured out what to do. Let's see what that is. What is that? Wow. What is that? Got a tower here. What is that? How did you figure out how to release the burdens? How did you figure out how to do that? What comes in? What helps with that? How is it going to be taken care of? How is it going to be taken care of? Through the Judgment? How is it going to be taken care of? I just heard that's on me, baby. By taking the power away. Okay, so here we go. We're going to take our time with this too because we want to make sure we get it clear of what's coming in. I just heard, that's on me, baby. Why would a person say that? They telling you, like, you don't got to worry about that. I'll handle the power in that. That's on me. This is something you don't even have to worry about no more. And that's law. Why we don't got to worry about the law no more? Why is there a period on there? Why is that clarity? Why is this King of Swords come in and put a period on the statement? We don't have to worry about it. We come in and we have burdens that will be released with this Four of Pentacles in reverse, and he's already figured out a way that we don't have to worry about it. But if you listen to someone say that so many times, it could be a codependency, right? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. They got it. They got it. They got it. They got it. I don't have to worry about it. What does that mean? I'm releasing my opinion. I'm releasing my power. I don't need to vote on it. They got it. This Tower comes in to take away the responsibility, our responsibility of what? Taking care of ourselves. Don't beat me up. That's what it says. And that does what? That can bring comfort, right? That's what he says. That's what we can expect. We can expect his term to take away the burdens because it's on him. He's coming in to lift the burdens off of us. But some people will root and say, oh, good, we deserve it. And then some people say, hey, that sounds like he's getting too much power. Yeah, I understand both sides. But this is what he do. This is his gift. It's to make you feel better. Not know better. Not have more wisdom. Not have more knowledge. Not to bring justice, but to make you feel better. That's what he got. That's his rock. I just heard gratitude rock. The Secret had came up right then. Something that he probably watches too. The movie The Secret, and a gratitude rock in the right pocket. He said he got it. That's what we can expect. We can expect the burdens that we have to be lifted and released because he has already taken care of it. This goes from Medicaid to everything. Everything. He's already taken care of it. And he has this energy here of this Tower to release our power from things so we can be released. But isn't that like a gift too? That's what I said. It's bittersweet. This is a gift as well. Like, wow, thanks God to send someone here so we don't even have to think and worry about. You got it set up so we don't have to think. Just something to think about. He already has it worked out. Let's go again. You decide what's good and bad. You decide what helps you and what don't. The problems and the issues that you have and the burdens that we have. He said he got it. And I told you how I practice. No, I got this before it gets here. So we all got work to do. He got to do his work for us, and we got to do our work for ourselves. We got this very strong spiritual moment here. It also can be a falling away of power that releases the burdens, or we can have this fire sign, a part of shaking things up to release the burdens. That's something we have to look out for. Got some hidden messages on his plan on how to release us from burdens. There's definitely some hidden messages here. We got this fire sign in the mix. Got this high priestess here holding, this Tower holding. So we'll get to find out. But do know that it's the truth. This King of Swords, like, you need to know that that's the truth, though. The burdens that you have, it will be released. I've already figured it out. Then the Tower comes, shift some things, and it takes away our power so we don't have to worry about it. It's almost like you no longer have to put in your medication. I'll bring it to you. It's kind of like that. And some people like, yes, but it costs more. And some people like, I can go get it myself because it costs less. I'm independent. And some say, I'm dependent. Then some in the middle like, I can do either or, but this just feels better. And they pick and choose. Let's see what this truth is about. What is this truth about? Oh, it's going to change up in a second. It's going to get a little tricky in this. Because we got so much sadness, remember? That's the part. That part. As my daughter say. Yeah, that part. Let's see. It's almost like he's preparing laws to cover our worries. Feels like it's a term of, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. And then you get to the end of your annual year and you sit in the break room and read the documents and you're like, what? I didn't get this. I didn't get that. You mean to tell me the deadline passed for that? I didn't know that I can modify. I didn't know I could upgrade. I didn't know. He said he got it. So I believe that this is a perfect moment for me to advise all of us, including myself, be detailed. Read, be detailed, ask questions. I think that's very important for us to do in this term. Be detailed, ask questions, and options. It's always okay to see if there's other options. Okay? So that's what we got to expect. A lot of don't worry about it, which may backfire on some people. Some. And for others, they in glory. And it just depends on your situation. It's also gonna be some sadness. Some breaking down in households, some breaking down in prosperity, maybe. Let's dig deeper, because that's what we can expect. We can expect some not so good moments. Why? Why is this? What is this sadness, incomplete energy here for? Why is it incomplete? Why is it incomplete? Wow. Because you're going to have to make some decisions. It's going to be sad the day that you're going to have to choose a new path in life because of the I got it. Because of the changes that's going to be made. Because of this tower that's going to shift. Because of these issues that the fire signs bring to his term. It's going to cause some sadness. Now this one, you don't have an option. It just says point blank across the country. It's gonna be some sadness. This one for sure. Now the other one, you may be happy, they may be sad. But this one, it's gonna cause some sadness because you're gonna have to choose a life. You're gonna have to choose. You're gonna have to make a choice. But I thought you got it. Yeah, I got it, but not without a price. I need for you to commit to something. Sadness comes when you have to commit to this. See, you're going to come in with gifts and flowers and roses, and then it's going to cost you some type of value later. Now that I cover everything, sadness comes upon you all because you got to commit to something. What is this you got to commit to? Is it the vaccine? Sure it is. Sure it is. Got to be a part of it. Because those are the burdens upon today. Because of the burdens that we have, there's a consequence to some of these burdens. The same burdens will be put back on the table, needing your commitment, your will, your decision, yours, yeah, your life pretty much to what? First thing I saw was vaccines. I'm sure it's a lot of other things instead, because you can't just keep putting things on top of things. Everything has to be settled. You just can't erase it and wipe it away. Victory. Okay, so in the middle of this term or after these proposals of I got it type laws, then there comes a moment where, hey, things is breaking down again. We need you all to use this 201s and be passionate about being victorious. We need your commitment. It comes as a question. It comes as commitment. But the outcome at the end of the term, you restricted. What? Did I just get played? Did I just get played? Some of you may feel that way by the end. Some of you may not. Some of you may be like, but I'm cool with being restricted in the house. I'm okay with being in the hangman with this term. I'm all right with it. Some people are okay with being in prison. You ever heard of people who get out of prison and this world makes no sense, can't connect to it whatsoever, can't create in it, can't change their perspective, can't learn it, they're so far behind, and they purposely do things that go back to prison? Like, restriction is my home. Restriction is my mindset. Restriction is in my heart. I can handle that. So some people won't be affected. Then the free will say, this is unacceptable. Look at what we got again before we do the outcome. What can we expect? We can expect that the burdens that we have. Now, what is these burdens? It's whatever your perspective is, whatever is a burden to you, whatever is a hindrance to you. And I say you, I'm talking about Americans. As a whole, what do we fuss, cuss about the most? What are we fearful about the most? Those will be one of the 10 of wands, or all. He's going to take these 10 of wands issues that we have upon us, and he's going to release them. How can he do that? Yeah, kind of got that feeling of like only the manufacturer knows about their equipment. You see what I'm saying? Because this is very strong right here. How could you take the 10 of wands and just release it? How are you able to do that? And then you have it planned already. Like, it's already done. I figured it out. How did you figure it out? Do you know where all these issues come from? Do you know the maker? The make, model, style? It's almost like, oh, I know how to get right in there and pop the switch. Yeah, I know how to do that. And then this tower here says, and when that's done, it's less for them to rule over, which means worry about. Like, if he take care of the 10 of wands and the people doesn't have to, so they can pull back. You can pull your power back if someone powerful already did it. And then this high priestess is like, there's a message. There's a message in him taking care of the 10 of wands. Those who have an ear, let them hear. There's a message in it. Because there's a consequence in it. And then, how does that happen? Through the law. Through the law. I've already set up provision. I already set up ways on how to handle this. And then this King of Swords just look like a period to me, like, period. I got this. We already thought about how to stop these things that you are concerned about. We thought about how to make you feel better. And then the high priestess says, okay. And when you do, there's a consequence for this. What's the consequence? I think it has a lot to do with the hangman at the end. So everything goes and everybody's feeling better and people don't have to worry about as much because they're taking care of all of your Ten of Wands issues and the world issues, and then we have a moment. Something has made us sad. Something is incomplete. Something didn't go the way we thought it was going to go. Or because of this, now we in this situation. Something has changed. The standard is now coming apart. The upright is shaking now. Like all the things that we did, we still, now look what happened because of that. We did great things. And then we still got this, or this won't go away, or we still have a sadness here. We still got to build back up the house. I told you the house is going to be standing, but some things didn't work out. So because of that, the house is now in jeopardy again. And since the house is in jeopardy again, we need for you to take this Two of Wands and be passionate enough to commit to it, or one, so that we can be victorious, so we can have victory. Now we need you. Now you need me. Now you need me. That's what I felt. Did you just hear that? I felt that. Like, now you need me. At first you had it all, but now you need me. You need me to choose what you're doing. We need for you, you need for the people to choose to commit and sacrifice and be a part of a commitment of a bullet point. Because it's just a little shift. All we need for you to do is choose to commit so we can have victory. And regardless of those who do or don't, it's restriction. Regardless. Like, wow, we still got restricted. We tried our best. You want knowledge. You want facts. You want to make decisions. Or you want feelings. It's just something to think about. Regardless of this entire expectation and plan, there's still a restriction here in the end. Still a restriction here, because this actually feels like one big Band-Aid. You're restricted. What's this mean? Are we back in the house? I don't know. We're restricted again. Needing to sit and be enlightened on what's next and what happened. We're just sitting numb. I just saw blood pressure go down. There's a numbness that comes because it's this feeling and sense of defeat. And it's really because we didn't take care of things from the beginning. Okay? So, he got it. I don't really get it. Now I need you. And then when you come in, it's like, we tried our best, but we got to stay right here. We're restricted. But we're going to do better later. That's how it feels. Oh, I tell you. I suck with interpretation. Biggest conflict to be expected is the decisions that was already made. Boy, I tell you, this Joe has already made the decisions. It's not about him getting in and do something new. It's getting in to continue. These things has already been planned. You looking at the same. I was about to say a replica. No, the same. The same of whatever you know him for. The same of whatever was already agreed upon and planned amongst him and his allies. He's the same. Miss Two of Swords is here in reverse to let me know the biggest conflict is the decisions that I already made. I made them already. My biggest conflict is going to be the decisions that I already made. That's deep. But I'm using these things to progress and to keep some type of control. To keep his position. See, I don't know if becoming a president is supposed to be a big deal for him, because I just felt like that he was a big deal without the name, without the title. He's a big deal anyway. Like, I'm already the emperor. What are you talking about? I am the emperor. I live in leadership already. I'm already in leadership. And this leadership is bigger and vast and more than the title I'm going into. You already got street cred. So if you already got street cred, and you already connected, and you already have a lifestyle and a way of doing things on the street, then you're going to have to keep that going just because you got the title. Yeah. It was like a gangbanger right then. But it's the truth. It's the truth. You know, I'm already an emperor. He's already a leader. He's already over things. He already has authority over things, and he already have a way of doing things and a way of moving things and moving around things. And it just is what it is. He already got a way of living. And this title cannot stop that. He doesn't desire it to stop it. So those rules of life and the way of living and how things transact between each other, that has to come over with this title. And that's the biggest conflict. It's kind of like, you can't wear Air Force Ones in the White House. You're like, yes, I can. I don't know what they came from. Okay, let's find out. Let's see what that is. He has to keep everything afloat. He's connected and involved in a lot of different things. And don't you know they got sticky notes everywhere? Just imagine 1 million sticky notes. That's how this feels right now. Like, his name and his initials is on a lot of stuff. And then he about to take this title. Like, I'm already the general and the admiral. I'm already a captain. I'm already a lieutenant. I'm already across the globe. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere. So this title is like, it's not the highest position for him. He's already in a high position. So he thinks. He already made some decisions that he has to bring over with him. And that will be his biggest conflict. Trying to get the streetways to match the position. And you got to bring that over to keep everything balanced. You got to keep those connections going. That's how he stayed in this position. Well, I think I just thought about something. Like, why would you want this if you already the man? If you're the man, why do you want it? Oh, okay. I heard hired. He's hired. He's hired because there's a duty. Yeah, he got to stay in the mix with some people. There are some other kings. There are some other leaders that he has to stay in the mix with. So he got to bring these contracts and dealings with him and try to incorporate that. That's his biggest conflict, is trying to stay friends with the other kings and trying to keep their ways of doing things in the government. Trying to keep his position before he got in. That's the most important thing right here. But you know what? If you think right now, without being political, because once again, I'm not political. I do not support any of this. I don't even do that. I just sometimes be amazed by it. I'm not Republican. I'm not Democrat. Independent would be great once they exist, maybe. But then again, you never know. I haven't found a party that I want to support. So everybody has a stinky place inside of them. We all imperfect people, and this is a very challenging job. So it's hard to judge, and it's hard to celebrate at times too. There's bits and pieces I like about everybody. But his position outside of the White House is more important than this position. And if you put these two things together, when we looked at his energies on what to expect, if we put it together with his biggest conflict, it would make sense that he says, don't worry about it. Look over there so you won't look over here. I heard that clearly. Look over there so you won't look over here. And doing that, he can keep his previous titles, his previous authority. Now, I thought about something in my head. What did I just say I wanted to look into? Why? Oh, yeah, and I heard that he was hired. It's a special task. It's almost like being a president for him is, I'm doing them a favor. I don't know who them is. I don't know who them is. I don't know who they is. But at this point in 2021, I know they exist. I mean when I was little, they didn't exist. Like, forget they. You don't even. They don't even exist. Oh, they exist. I just don't know who they are, but they exist. So, why would he want this position if his other positions are so much higher and valuable? That's how it felt. So, let's see. Why do you want it? Why do you want it? Why would you want this? Why would you want this? It's weird. It's weird. It's almost like to be protected. But see, you can't rely on your own understanding sometimes. These days, you gotta think. Okay, I'm back. I used to love Blue's Clues. You can do anything that you wanna do. Why would this be protection? To be in the highest position, public position. Why would you want this if it's not the most valuable one? And we have to be protected, to protect his foundation. What in the world? Why taking the biggest position in United States, the biggest title ever? Why would you want to do that if you more locked in and the emperor everywhere else? And it's saying that, oh, I wanted to be a president and not stay in my not stay. I added the president title on to protect my Ace of Pentacles. Now that sounds crazy. How do you get protection here? How do you get protection under the title of president? Is it because you get the people to look over there and not look here because you're up front? Wow. That's deep. That's like a mob. Like I don't know. I kind of felt like this mob moment, like he working with the mob. No, but that just felt like wow. Like the best way to stay secret is to stay public. You know what? Let's go back, cause that kind of makes sense. His angel message was asking him to be pure and lifting and healing. If you do it selfishly, make them feel good. Making them feel good keeps their attention over there, so they don't look here. And the last thing you want to do is to say, my president is a criminal, right? Because if you're trying to protect something, then that means that something is not right about it. Why are you trying to protect your Ace of Pentacles? What's not right about it? Why are you overprotective over your Ace of Pentacles? Maybe it's not his stuff. Maybe it's the family. Maybe it's the whole family. And I mean that on another level. He's involved so he can't be cut out. He's involved so he can be protected. He's involved to protect the family. And to keep the Pisces, to keep the secrets, to keep the coverage. Wow, we must really cover our presidents, huh? Let's see. What is this Ace of Pentacles all about? Because this is what it's for protection of the Ace of Pentacles. I became president so I can keep everything. Like, duh. So I can keep everything. So I can keep the family. So I can protect the family. So I can protect all of our pentacles. I became the president to protect my pentacles and my people's pentacles and their pentacles and their, yeah. That's why I did it. To keep the pentacles protected, to keep the power, and to keep the secrets. What is the secrets? To juggle the world. To keep the power over the world. So that is no major changes, no new beginnings. Oh, that's what the hell you and Trump is arguing about. Put this new beginning over here in reverse. That's the last thing I'm going to look at, and I'm going to get out of here. Because it's so interesting. I get it. Let me tell you something else that I get. So because of this channel, I really started to look at celebrities more, and I'm subscribed to a lot of celebrity YouTubers and bloggers and whatever we call them, vloggers, just to get more information so I can have some background, because y'all know everything compared to me. And I was watching last night. I'm not going to say that they were lovey-dovey and friendly, Nancy and Pence, but I am going to say that they talked regular. They had a couple of moments at the Capitol where they just looked at each other and said a few words like it was regular. No hater, no hateration, no none of that. These are really just people at the end of the day, of course. And then it's people with agendas. And then that's where the fire comes in at. But I just saw that, like, they just talked to each other normal. They even did the shoulder bump. I guess, just being kind or whatever, but it felt kind of normal just to see them talk regular a couple of times. And I think that's the major thing if you want to split the parties down and look at them. He's hired to protect what he has and who he's connected to, and to stay in power or powerful and in power, to keep his power and protect his pentacles. hiding in plain sight. The only reason why I say hiding is because you want to protect. But there's also some hidden things. And that hidden thing is to juggle. To juggle. To juggle the world. Because that's what you get in your hands. Well, let's say it the right way. And then say it based on what we learned. The secret is you want to juggle the United States. You want to make sure you keep it in this balance, the way that is set up in your emperor life. You want to keep the world balanced with the U.S. Yeah. You want to keep them in balance. You want to juggle U.S. and the other countries. You want to juggle them. And you want to keep both afloat. Why? Because you work for both. And you work on the behalf of both. Clarification on that. You want to make sure that the food stays in reverse. And that's your issue with Trump. That's your issue with Trump. And I said it the right way, because it's not your issue with the Republicans. Some of the Republicans want to stay the same. But your issue is Trump don't. And that's why you were hired, to protect the family, the pinnacles, the power, secrets. Let me tell you something. I'm just talking right now. I saw a couple of things. I'm black. I'm real stupid saying. I think y'all know that by now. And you probably seen me on my other channel. But we love to play spades. We just love it. And I don't know why I say we. Like, I kicked it with 1,000 white people. And can't tell if they like spades too. But I know we love it. We love spades. We, as far as my family, friends, and people in my neighborhood, people in my environment, we just love to play the game. And I thought about playing spades as I looked at the Two of Pentacles, because the name of the game is spades. That's the name of the game. But you're playing with all these other suits. And that's what Joe was playing. He's actually playing spades. It felt like that. It felt like that right then. Because it's all the other countries in one hand being juggled with the United States of America. And that's like playing spades. Because only spades can cut everything. And that's just what I saw. It amazes me that the U.S. is by itself and there's all the other countries as a big ball. And you're always trying to cut out the heart, cut out the diamonds, cut out the clubs. You're always trying to cut. Because if you play a spade, you got a chance to win. But then again, the spade has to be high enough to beat out the other cards, because they can have spades too. So you always want the higher spades so you can cut out the lower spades. And US needs to keep their high spades. The joker, the ace, the king, the queen, the jack, maybe a 10, a jack. That's good too. Jack your body. But you want to keep 10 through 2. You really want to not have those or have them all. And it just feels like that's what's going on in the spirit. So that might have been a crazy way to explain that, but that's what I got. So how do we find out to see if this resonates? You're going to have to look in plain sight. to see what's being protected. Who's being protected? Who's getting a better deal, best deal, discounts? Who? Because something is definitely going on. Okay? So we'll follow this, we'll check back in. We already know that one president, one leader is connected to so many different people. So as their journeys shift, it can cause a pinch, but not do mean a pinch of a shift to the person you're looking at. Saying, for instance, hey, I might tell you I'm doing excellent today. And I am, by the way. Having a good day. And then I can hear about my long lost cousin broke their foot. It can shift me a pinch. But other than that, I'm pretty much excellent, right? So we can come back and do a check and check up on him later and see what is happening and what is going on. All right, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.